Alright, so we're going to be looking at PLUQin within NMRFAM-SPARKY today. You can see we already have Sparky pulled up. We've got two spectra here, an NHSQC and a CBCA-CONH. And the first thing we're going to want to do is open up a strip plot using two-letter code SP, both lowercase. And we're going to go ahead and fit that in here. And from here we're going to want to set our strips that we want to look at. We want to look at CBCA, CONH. So we're going to go ahead and hit apply and OK. And then you can select any strip here. I'm just going to go ahead and grab all of our points here and go ahead and click peak. And that's of course going to give us all of these peaks. And then if we want to open PLUQin, we're going to want to use two-letter code PQ. PQ is going to open up this window here for you. This is how we talk to the web server. And go ahead and enter your name and your email. And keep all these selections selected. It is also worth mentioning that you're going to want to have one of your 3D spectra selected if that's what you're going to be working on when you open PLUQin. You can see if we go here to NHSQC and I type PQ, it is going to open us a PLUQin with only two axes to look at, and that will mess with our data significantly if we try to do a 3D spectra with that. So we're going to go ahead and reselect our 3D spectra and type PQ once more. And type in name and email, just like before. Keep all of those selected. And from here, it's very simple. So we're going to go over here and we're going to select our peaks of interest. So right here we have a nice two peaks. This would be our CB and our CA. But we don't know what amino acid that this is. So PLUQin's going to help us with that. Go ahead and click guess. It's going to tell you here that the job was submitted. You can just click OK on that. And then go ahead and click this check button right here next to the key of which is automatically put in for you every time that you hit that guess. So we're going to check this. And now we get a nice little list. And I'm going to expand here a little bit more so we can look at some of this other information. On the top here we have input. This is going to tell you all of the chemical shifts that the PLUQin is using. Here on the left we have amino acids. So that's telling you the type that it is assuming. And then here in the center we have the different types of atoms that it is considering within that amino acid, as well as the probability of that atom being the correct assignment compared to the other guesses that it has. And then all the way over here on the right hand side we have some secondary structure information, and these are probabilities of what it believes this residue could be in its secondary structure for each one of these different assignment guesses. So now that we have this information pulled up, we can go ahead and select any of these assignments that we think are the correct one. These are ranked, so that may help your intuition there, but of course it always comes down to what you believe is best. And so we are going to go ahead and I'm going to select E because this has a nice carbon beta and alpha for us. And I'm going to hit assign here at the bottom, and it's going to pull up these assignments automatically for us. It is worth mentioning that if you change your peak selections, so say now I have a different peak here, and I go to, and in fact we'll grab two peaks. So now I'm looking at two different peaks, and if we go ahead and try to use that assign button, Sparky's going to go ahead and give us the error saying that our peaks have changed. So it will not allow you to accidentally mislabel other signals from other residues if you accidentally misclick. Now we're going to go through a couple examples of this. The first thing I would like to show you is there is just a small gap of time between guessing and checking for the server to do its thing. If you do click guess, which I'm going to do here in a second, and you very quickly try to click check, it will tell you that it is not finished. We tried to check that right away. You can see here, job is not finished yet. It only takes just a few seconds usually to run these, so you're not going to have to worry about that too much. But let's go ahead and see if we can get some guesses for this peak, this residue, excuse me. And here you can see we have a little bit longer of a list than last time, and we can go ahead and select any of these and assign here at the bottom, and it's going to come up with these suggestions. So when you have only a single residue here, it is going to not know what to do with this second residue. It will simply label it as a question mark. But if you do have two assignments in here, of course, if you click the assign button, it will assume which signal corresponds to which atom. So it's as simple as that. You select the peaks that you would have interest in, click guess, wait a moment, click check, and then select the best fit for you, and click assign at the bottom, and get your information. Unfortunately, PLUQin does not have sequence information, although it does have the secondary structure information, which can be helpful. And that's about it.